Crypto news today.
Wow, this is exciting. Our tokenomics. We are going to have a special report with your favorite, the professor of crypto, Peter Gantner, and myself, sidekick, Corey Moran, our tokenomics. Here we go, Peter. What do we got today? We got a
Hey,
special report.
oh my goodness, we got some great things happening, some crazy things happening in the crypto space. So we're going to start doing these on a weekly basis to point out some of the great news that is out there. Where do you want to start? Um, uh, why don't we start with the city out there? So I want to make sure that I read this correctly. There is a city in Tennessee that is going to let me pay my taxes in crypto.
Yeah, you heard that right. Uh, Scott Conger, mayor of Jackson, Tennessee, announced this last week.
And so he says he's following in another mayor's footsteps. I mean, we got this mayor in Jackson, Tennessee, and then we've got a mayor. Where's the other mayor?
It's Mayor Francis of Miami.
In Miami, right? So I would think that being Miami, being that area, probably a little bit more on the liberal side of a mayor that's using crypto, right? That's talking about crypto miners and welcoming them there to Miami. And then you have in a more conservative area, you have another mayor talking about using it. I mean, to me, this is starting to show that crypto is definitely going mainstream, right? Both sides of the political aisle, all different parts of the country that are getting involved, different places and different people using them for different purposes. I mean, maybe it's only a matter of time before the federal government says, "Hey, pay your IRS tax, right, bill with crypto." Wouldn't that be amazing? There was also another story, and I know we're not going to highlight this one, but it was talking about governments. There are several governments, maybe we'll cover this in another issue, but there are several governments that are looking at cryptocurrency, including China and many more. And one of those is rumored to be the United States of America is starting to look at and focus on a digital cryptocurrency. So that is very, very cool. So do us a favor in the comments below, please put in there what your thoughts are. Do you think a mayor in Jackson, Tennessee, and then the mayor in Miami, both of them started work on that city? Do you think that the city officials beginning to utilize cryptocurrency in all kinds of different ways, do you think that's something that's going to move us towards, full adoption? Or do you think it's something that maybe might have some negative connotation? So if you could put that in the chat, we'd love to hear your view on that. So Corey, what's our next story?
Let's move on to something a little more, I don't know, amusing to me, I think, and I think it could tickle the audience here. But did you hear that Dogecoin Axe body spray is actually a real thing? It's exploding around the internet.
Now I got to tell you. So I know that everybody on here remembers the chicken wars, right? When things blew up with Popeyes, when they came out with the chicken sandwiches, lines around the building store, and all the publicity they got. And that led to like multiple other people getting into the chicken business. And this is my question here. How many of you guys think that this success, because they are getting right now millions of dollars in publicity by doing this Doge can of Axe spray. Now, they were supposed to do it when Doge hit $1. We all know Doge has not hit $1. It's around 17 cents right now. But they must have been pretty confident it was heading that direction, because it sounds like they already went into production, and that's why they're saying, hey, we'll do it even though it hasn't hit $1. So now the cool part is you can get this can of spray for free, right? I mean, they're not selling this, right? You can actually apply, like register online to get this for free, correct, Corey?
Yeah, you can. Of course, there are limited amount of cans, but you can check out the site that we have below in the description. Tomorrow, the 20th, around 10 a.m. Eastern. That's where they're giving these cans away. Yeah, I can't imagine they'll last very long. Maybe they'll have to give out cans of Axe spray flavored chicken sandwiches.
Well, with the Doge army out there, cranking on these things. And I got to tell you, here's my prediction. Okay. You will see these on eBay for probably $100 or $200 a can. I'm not kidding you, within like 10 minutes of people receiving them, right? There'll be people photographing them. And let's do this. I'm going to say $250 a can. Corey, come up with a price that you think on the secondary market that these cans of spray will sell for, Doge cans.
251.
All right. In the down there in the notes, guys, you give us your prediction on what they'll be selling for in the secondary market within 24 to 48 hours after people start getting them.
Without going over.
What we should do is probably, though, pick the person that's the closest and give them like some type of a gift, maybe some True Badger tokens or something. Let's look at that once it comes out, because I'm telling you, these are going to be sold in the secondary market. Here's the big question. Will they sell them and take fiat currency, or will they only sell them and take crypto? That is the big question. So, guys, Doge, Axe, body spray. Here's another big question is, what's next? Doge toilet paper, Doge toothbrush, Doge underwear. I mean, what are the next products? And let's get away from Doge. What's the next cryptocurrency? With this blowing up and getting a lot of publicity, is it something for Bitcoin? Is it something for Ethereum? Is it something for Polkadot? What is the next products that will come out that corporate America will seize in order to get huge amounts of publicity? Wow, that's a great story. So what's next? What is next on our agenda here?
Let's move on to well, we all know where the market is right now. Bitcoin heading towards its lowest level in 2021 as crypto slide continues with the stock market rout.
So you guys saw me put my head down there, right? But I want to tell you, is it really a time to put your head down? Because I got to say, I heard a lot of people when it was at 55, 58, 60, 62,000. Remember, guys, this is not financial advice, right? We're here for entertainment purposes, for educational purposes. But all the people that said, man, if I only could have got in when it was lower. And now here it is, it's lower. So either this is an opportunity to get into the market and get back to pricing several months ago, or do you believe that maybe this is a bear run, bear market, and it's going to go down even lower? I don't know myself, right? But I got to tell you, if you start looking at, and one of the stories we're going to talk about in a minute is about a conference, but going into that, I know that Jack Dorsey is doubling down and acquiring more Bitcoin. A lot of the institutional people are acquiring more Bitcoin. Now, a friend of mine had went to the doctor not too long ago, and his doctor started telling him, that this crypto stuff is a scam and it's never going to last. On that same day, two of the biggest investment funds in the world got into crypto, right? So I had to ask him, are you going to take your doctor's advice on your finances, or are you going to take some of the biggest financiers in the world's advice? And that's the question is, so you can look at it and maybe let fear control your life, or you can say, wait a minute, if people that are deep in the financial space are jumping in and getting deeper and deeper and deeper in Bitcoin, is this truly a buying opportunity? What do you think, Corey? Buying opportunity, hold opportunity, run for the hills opportunity? What's your thoughts?
I might have to see a doctor for crypto fever. Pushing the all-time high here. I absolutely look at it as a definite buying opportunity. Crypto on sale right now, red hot. Get your crypto, across the board. So anybody that I talk to about getting a portfolio, starting a portfolio, enhancing, filling bags, it's right now. You can look at the charts and like you said, Peter, refer to the crypto professionals, so to speak, and just see what the trend's looking like, and hot time to buy, my friend.
Yeah, and I think that the goal is you probably never really get to buy at the very low, and you never get to sell at the very high. So the goal is to start buying in and then average it, right? I buy 6 different times. I pay X price and then maybe a little lower, a little bit higher, but overall it averages together. And then of course it's got to go up from there and move forward from there. I'm really positive on the crypto space. I actually see this last 3 months as a good thing because it was heating up too fast and it looked like it would have gone up way too high. And then we would have had another 2018 correction, where now I believe that it's stabilized some, right? It didn't go from 500 billion to 1.5, 1.7, 2, 3, 4 trillion. Who the heck knows where it's going? It was able to go up to 1.5, 1.6, and 1.7 there, and now it's back down to 1.2 trillion. So I actually see this as a good thing, and it gives me a chance to position myself better than if it would have kept just going straight up. So that's my opinion on it. So what else do we have, Corey? I think this is probably our last story, right?
Yeah, let's see. Since you mentioned it, Jack Dorsey and a conference coming up here on Wednesday. This should be a pretty interesting week for
I am
for
telling you what, ladies and gentlemen, just tighten up those butt cheeks and get ready for a ride like you've never seen before. I mean, this is going to be pucker up day. You have Jack Dorsey and Woods, which are both pro crypto. And then a third person on this panel is going to be Elon Musk. Okay. Holy mackerel. Okay. So the two we know, right, are positive. They just acquired more, right? So Jack Dorsey acquired more. She acquired more of Square. So we know where they sit, and they're going to give some good information. They'll give their insight on it. But do any of us, anybody, and again, in the comments, do any of us really know where Elon Musk sits in this situation? Is he going to come out and say, you know what, guys, I'm going all in for clean energy to produce Bitcoin because I believe Bitcoin can be a positive movement towards clean energy? Is he going to come out and say it's dirty? And, is he going to come out and promote, the tiny little mini baby Doge, right? I mean, what is going to happen with Elon? And I think that's the big question here. And again, put it down in the comments. I'd love to see what everybody thinks on what is going on with Elon. And that is, what time is that at, buddy?
That is at 12. I want to say it's 12 p.m. on Wednesday.
12 p.m. on Wednesday at a conference, guys. Elon Musk, Jack Dorsey. Let's see what happens. And here's another thing we can think about. After that speech, do you think it's going to be good and crypto's going to start running like crazy? Or do you think maybe a little bit more red because somebody on the panel, I don't know which one of the three, but somebody on the panel gets a little squirrely and talks about something that probably doesn't matter or is just, off base, right? So we do not know. There was actually another article, we didn't pull it up, but it's talking about, is Elon's tweets beginning to lose some of its energy and some of its power on the marketplace? Or are people starting to go, well, we don't know if the guy's positive or negative or where he is on the space. I know that he just put some Doge eyes on his profile picture on one of his social media sites. But again, who knows where he's at? And, who knows what he's going to say next or what his next tweet's going to be or what's the next token he's going to tweet about. So, Corey, any last thoughts for today?
It's been a fun segment here, Peter. And I was kind of wondering what the Doge spray was going to smell like on, is it musky? Does it smell like metal?
Dank musk. I think it said something like in an article about dank musk or something like that, right? Somewhere along those lines is what the smell's supposed to be. You know what? There was one more quick thing that we probably needed to cover, and that is the EU, France, saying, hey, EU, we want one regulating body over all of the EU. So that's 20 plus countries. I'm not a fan of regulation, guys, but if there needs to be regulation, wouldn't it be better to have uniformity throughout the entire EU instead of having 20 plus countries coming up with all their own regulations. So I think it can be good as long as they don't over-regulate and get on board. And what's the cure for over-regulation? It is for this industry to come together, all the leaders in the industry, and start to put together some type of an organization that leads towards self-regulation, and we begin to get the scammers out of the door. I think everybody thinks those are somebody else's problems. Sorry, you lost your crypto. We're doing our thing over here. I think that the companies need to do something about it. And definitely the people that love crypto, the enthusiasts, need to start doing something about it. And hopefully we can figure out that solution here in the very near future. I'm going to say thank you for joining us. Corey?
Hey, it's your crypto news today. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and have a wonderful tomorrow.